The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. There's no coming to consciousness without pain. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. In all chaos, there is a cosmos, in all disorder a secret order. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. Whatever is rejected from the self appears in the world as an event. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. The reason for evil in the world is that people are not able to tell their stories. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. Nights through dreams tell the myths forgotten by the day. Every human life contains a potential. If that potential is not fulfilled, then that life was wasted. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. I shall not commit the fashionable stupidity of regarding everything I cannot explain as a fraud. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. Words are animals, alive with a will of their own. The bigger the crowd, the more negligible the individual becomes. Sometimes you have to do something unforgivable just to be able to go on living. In each of us there is another whom we do not know. The true leader is always led. Nobody can fall so low unless he has a great depth. Nobody, as long as he moves among the chaotic currents of life, is without trouble. It all depends on how we look at things, and not how they are in themselves. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you are just doing research. People don't have ideas, ideas have people. The fool is the precursor to the Savior. The majority of my patients consisted not of believers, but of those who had lost their faith. I don't aspire to be a good man, I aspire to be a whole man. Whenever we give up, leave behind, and forget too much, there is always the danger that the things we have neglected will return with added force.